Hey, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, and you probably are, I hope you'll consider clicking the subscribe button down below, at least if you end up liking the video that you're about to watch. Alright folks, back again with another video on Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. Today I'm going to show you how to get a secret ending, also known as the true ending.
I see the burden you carry, though you hide it well.
Or so the internet says. And to achieve that ending, you have to visit 3 hidden areas and unlock 5 buried tombs. So let's start out. We're going to need to travel, fast travel, or run if you don't have the fast travel, but I'm sure you do, back to the Horns of the South. And we're going to the Arc Spire. The Arc Spire is like, oh, it's right there. Okay, so we're going here first. By the way, to accomplish and get this last final ending, you have to have all 3 pieces of King Arthur's armor. So you have to have the sword, the shield, and the crown. So basically, you want to accomplish all this like right before you do the final ending events. So yeah, here we go. Alright, we're running to the Arc Spire. It's nighttime, so there's a lot of creepy crawlies out here. We are going right here. There's some hollow druids hanging out here for whatever reason. Apparently I can't talk to them, so that's sad. But we can interact with this, which shows a sword on it, and that's because we have to have Arthur's sword to activate it. Alright, it's going to open up a panel. Let's go in. Alright, we're going to get a lot of lore following these next handful of steps. Some lore we haven't gotten yet, so if you like backstory, you're going to like this. Alright, when we're in here, we're going to want to read everything we find, including like the tablets and whatnot, because if you don't, in the end, the special ending will not work. You won't have the option. So, alright, here we go. Yeah, there's a mist link, so I can't see. Alright, but we're gonna go over here and read this. The weirdness is a purpose in and of itself, and creation within or through the weirdness requires no explanation. It simply becomes, and then it is. The weirdness is a field of fulfilled potentialities, where anything can happen, things beyond imagination. The only limits are our minds and our understanding. It takes shape according to our will, our emotions, and our thoughts. We cannot shut ourselves away from it. Alright. That's the first tablet. There's going to be another one in here, I believe. Probably like right over here. Okay. Oh, geez. Hello. Hello, sir. Where are you? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Alright. Oh, what a coward. He attacks and then runs off. Okay. The Kingdom Beyond sent their ambassadors to maintain the balance. The Ever-Dweller. Only one thing is known for certain. The Ever-Dweller cannot survive far from the boiling, primordial weirdness of Toothin, our capital. I probably said that wrong. Does this mean that the weirdness exists beyond Avalon as well? That it is a force, a substance that enshrouds and imbues all of our reality with its potential? Okay, perhaps. Alright, I'm a little stuttery today, so I'm trying my best. I am just very, very sleep deprived and kind of in pain for some reason. I don't know. I woke up with like a sore hip and it is driving me bananas. But it is what it is. And it looks like there's a little mini boss down here. Let's destroy the Blood Abomination. Nice name. Alright, easy enough. I guess we'll take their equipment, blood-tainted shell. And that was tweaking out. The blood sting. Okay, we will continue on down then. Nope.
Step forward. After all, you know me well.
I'm
Take
coming.
off your mask now. It's your home.
Alright, we're going to talk to this guy, also known as the Weaver, I believe.
Welcome, little prince. Why the sullen look? Aren't you glad to see me? You finally made it here. It must have taken quite a long time.
Who are you?
So, you don't remember me? I'm afraid it might have something to do with the form in which I see you now. This body and soul, they're much different from what I expected. But to answer your question, I am the Weaver. And though it may be hard for you to believe, a part of you knows me all too well.
Alright, well, Prince, why do you call me that?
Because it is easier for me to address you this way than to accept that, for now, you are nothing more than a human. It is painful, but I must come to terms with it.
Okay, but where am I?
It is a place where my prince was woven from the threads of pure potential. The Pale Lady was relentless in her desire to fulfill her vision of an offspring, modeled after those she watched so eagerly. It displeases me that you don't remember. I'd envisioned your return and our meeting quite differently. But now it all makes sense. Now I understand why you need that shard.
Do you? Shard? What shard? What are you talking about? Wait, what is your role in this?
Nothing remarkable. I simply exist in this place. That you ended up here is a mere coincidence. None of my kind have visited me in a long time. Yet here, I used to weave new Avalonians, shaping them according to the intent and thought that accompanied their creation. Now the thread of potential is much weaker, though it seems this place stirs to life again as the weirdness returns.
Alright, well, tell me more about the Pale Lady.
She was a powerful Avalonian, one of the oldest. She saw and desired far more than the rest of her kin, who were suffocating in their growing decadence. To live a life where one can do anything, it loses all meaning. When she discovered the homelands and learned of mortality and time, everything changed. We were no longer the same. It was as though the mere awareness of such things altered the way we lived. We could no longer exist as we once had. It planted a new emotion in us. Fear. You will find traces of her here as well. The stone tablets bear her mark.
Okay, well, I like your many arms. Very cool. What happened to the Pale Lady?
I'm afraid I must admit that I don't know where she is now. It seems she retreated into her depths again after your king entered his eternal sleep. The true one, from which mortals are not meant to be awakened. Not like this.
Okay, well, shard. What shard? What are you talking about?
The shard of the prince's memory. It is shattered. Much like the fragmented memory of the king that lingers within you. I'd gladly speak with him, but something is preventing him from manifesting.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know all the details. What I do know is that after our prince was murdered by our kin, his potential, what you humans might call a soul, did not perish. The prince had been deeply fascinated by humans, and so after his death he manifested in one of them. That person was Arthur, the man who would one day become your king.
Alright, this is getting complicated. Why was your prince murdered?
He followed his mother's fascination. Much like her, he gazed upon the land of men. But he wished to go further. He wanted to experience being human. So he built the menhirs, meant to repel the weirdness. For us, the Four Dwellers, such a vision was both heretical and terrifying. Some of our kin could not forgive him for it. So, they killed him. It was the first time an Avalonian had ever slain one of their own.
Yikes. So Arthur, he was a Four Dweller in some way.
Arthur was a man mortal like any other, but ambitious like few. But yes, his origins are far more complicated. This is a tale of two separate realities that, through a series of specific events, began to intersect, forming a single knot. Everything that has happened, and everything that will happen, is meant to decide the fate of that knot. And we, as you likely already know, have been pulled into all of this.
That is true. We are basically weaved into this. What now?
Our meeting comes to an end. I regret how brief it is, but my role in your story was always meant to be insignificant.
Okay, I guess we're moving on. That's fine. He's making me a little sleepy. He has a very nice voice, I will say. He could do ASMR or whatever. Okay, we are done with that one. We have a memory shard. That's good. Let's lay down the fire really quick and see if Arthur has anything to say. Oh, he doesn't. Okay, yeah, I don't think he responds to any of these 3 hidden locations. So, alright, we're going to go to the next one. Alright, we are at the second location. Going to show you the map like I always do. We are in Act 2, okay. And we are right up in this area. It's called the Forgotten Gate, okay. And you can take the Corrupted Temple waypoint. That seems to be the closest, or maybe the swamps. Actually, I think the swamps is closer because we had to, like, walk around a bit. So yeah, I would take the swamps waypoint to get here. Yeah, so... Alright, here we are. As you see, there's a little shield symbol on the podium. So we have our shield, so we're good to go. Let's go into the training grounds. I'm scared. Alright. Very misty and spooky. Looks like we have a little guy to fight right here. Just a 4 Dweller tonight, no problem. Please. Okay. Destroyed. Alright. I guess we're touching this. A fragment of the memory of a beloved child. Alright, we got another memory shard. We'll make sure there's nothing to read in this one. I don't think there is. Yeah, but this is going to transfer us to another area that's going to be really weird, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've done this. Oh. Alright, we're back at the Weaver. Let's all say hello to Mr. Weaver. We'll do first person.
Again, Lost Prince. I was mistaken about our previous encounter. I erred in thinking I had unraveled what the Pale Lady had planned for the both of us. But I should have known better than to presume or anticipate the moves of someone as shrewd as her.
Oh. Yeah, you seem a little more weary than the last time. Are you okay, bud?
I am tired, Prince. I am so terribly tired. I feel burned out. I can't weave anymore. I don't want to. Never imagined that such a moment could come. Oh, what a truly sorrowful thing. To accept that all things must finally fade.
I mean, true. What did you presume wrong?
You meeting me. As I mentioned upon your first visit, I thought it was just a coincidence. A fortunate weave of various events that, under a different alignment of stars and smaller choices, would never have come to pass. However, it turns out that I was meant to fulfill a specific role, and it was not to weave new life as I once believed.
Alright, kind of sounds like everything he once believed. He is doubting. That's not good. So, what was your role?
To weave bridges between you and her despair. Bridges that would allow you to gather the memory shards. She used me. Yet I cannot even bring myself to be angry with her. I see now that she seeks to restore the bonds that once were, before her world shattered and fell into ruin.
Okay, can you tell me more about the despair of the Pale Lady?
The pain of a mother who has lost her child, it is difficult to comprehend, especially for us. For centuries, we never had to face loss, and then only by gazing upon you humans, we had to deal with the idea of death. To live in a world in which everything has to die, such a horrible and terrifying thing.
Kinda relatable. You say you're not angry, despite the fact that she used you.
Her desire was to bring her son back. I understand that, but can't really empathize with it. Understanding others has always been the strength of humankind. And anger? I'm not sure. For now, I just want peace. I don't want the weirdness. I don't want to weave. I don't want to feel.
Dang, buddy. Why does she want me to gather these shards?
She hopes that by restoring her son's memory, she will finally bring him back. The Pale Lady wants to put you on a proper path. Yet she does not realize how daunting and impossible this challenge truly is. But those driven by despair rarely measure their actions with reason.
Alright, well, what do you mean to weave bridges?
Places like this one, or the one where we met before, were chosen by the Pale Lady for a reason. On their own, they're nothing more than aberrations twisted by the weirdness. To bridge your reality and ours, someone had to weave the passages. That someone was me. In both instances, I believed all my efforts were aimed at weaving a new Fordweller, for the first time in centuries. But the truth was far from that.
Alright, well, how is this place different from the one where we last met?
The Archspire was a bridge to the place where her son was born. In that cave, I wove the prints from the threads of the weirdness granted to me by the Pale Lady. They were resonating with great desire. It seems the place we stand in now was marked as the place where I had to create the next passage.
You weren't able to weave a new Ford Dweller for centuries? Why?
Since we lost the war against your kind, we retreated to Tuathan, severing ourselves from the rest of Avalon. All the while, the weirdness has continued to change. It has grown wilder, more untamed, and far harder to control, even for us. For centuries, places like this seemed lifeless, stripped of their potential. And then the spark began to return. It was then that I resumed my work.
Alright, well, I spoke to Kai, the prophet. She told me about Bleeding Heart of the Plague.
So it is true. I suspected that gazing upon the homelands by the Pale Lady and her son could not occur without disruptions. The knot grew tight.
Oh, his audio cut off. That's weird. I think it did, right? The knot grew tighter and tighter. Orders that should never intertwine became irreversibly entangled. Okay. Again, I can't speak. What will I find further?
I did not dare to peer beyond my lost prince. I feel that what lies ahead is bound to a profoundly intimate and ineffably personal aspect of the Pale Lady. It is between you and her.
Fair enough.
Prince, it is time to go.
All right. I hope you do better.
I played my role in this spectacle. Hopefully that will grant me freedom. Farewell.
Farewell, good sir. Oh, what is going on here?
There's no greater joy than watching how a son, born of desire, grows. There's no greater despair than watching how a son, born of one's own thought, perishes.
What the hell is that? Hold on, let me get a screenshot. I don't know why that came up in a tiny square. It's okay. There we go. Ooh, that is spooky. What the hell? Why is it so gross looking?
And now you stand here, hidden deep within. And even I cannot fathom what my heart feels. Still torn, for you are not wholly him, my son, my prince of Tuathan. Yet there is a flicker of joy within me, for you carry the soul of an Arthur, whose life was chosen for my son. This means the fragments of memory I gathered and kept safe may be saved.
Okay, what is this place?
The heart, bleeding and plagued. A fragment of me, of my despair, accidentally brought into existence upon the homelands. My tears seeped into your soil, birthing a terror that became inseparably bound to your kind. The specter, the Red Death.
Whoa, so you created the plague?
Unintentionally. I could not have foreseen what such an entanglement of our realities would bring. I could not have known the depths of pain wrought by the loss of a beloved child. When it started to spread, I couldn't find a way to stop it. I am so terribly sorry.
Okay, well that's some interesting information. Can the plague be stopped?
Arthur believed that abandoning the homelands would stop the plague. The Red Church committed truly horrific acts in their desperate attempt to halt the blight. Yet, no matter what you humans do, the plague will always return. It's like a curse cast upon your kind. And so, you will drown in my tears.
No, I will swim through them. I'm not gonna drown. What do you want?
I want my son back. You walk your own path, yet you will be faced with choices. I hope that, among them, you will find a way to bring my son back. However, I cannot impose my will upon you. It took me a long time to understand that not everything should be demanded by force.
True. Is there any chance to bring her son back? I mean, obviously she's hoping so.
I believe so. And you are already working tirelessly toward this, whether you realize it or not. Since my son's fate became entwined with that of Arthur, the King of Mortals, it is necessary to reconstruct the soul of the ruler whose essence you carry within your heart. You will also need the fragments of my son's memory, the ones I so carefully concealed for you to find. Beyond that, the Weaver may possess something helpful. His life-giving spindle. It may prove invaluable when the final trial comes. If you manage to find him, take it.
Yeah, so that spindle is what we need. And what gives us that special secret ending at the very end of the game. But still, we cannot use it or get that option before we visit one more hidden place after this and 5 tombs. So we're going to continue on. Where could I find the Weaver?
He is no longer bound by the places I created for him, where he could work in peace. I have a feeling he may have returned to his workshop. deep within the forlorn swords.
Okay, this is very interesting. I want an explanation. Arthur, you, your son, how is everything connected?
It is a tale about the prince of the Four Dwellers, who unexpectedly became the king of humankind. Arthur, we are connected. In the homelands, he heard my call from beyond the mists. It guided him to Avalon. I met him during his journey. I gifted him with the sword, the specter of which you now carry within yourself. He is someone very dear to me, someone I lost decades ago, whose soul found a new body in your lands.
Okay, reincarnation? How is that even possible?
As you already know, we found a way to gaze upon the homelands. My son was fascinated by humans, fascinated by your impermanence and fragility. When one has to deal with entropy and decay, everything suddenly gains far greater significance, doesn't it? He must have desired to live the life of a human. Perhaps it is one of the most powerful manifestations ever achieved by a Four-Dweller.
Weaver mentioned that Arthur's origins are far more complicated.
Oh, the Weaver. I remember the spark of joy that lit up his pale face when he saw what emerged from the threads of weirdness I gifted him. A living being, brimming with such boundless potential. So vibrant with life. He always had a fondness for my child. He called him the Prince.
Why did you want a child? I don't know, why do most people want a child?
In the homelands, I saw a powerful thing that we Four-Dwellers lacked. It was love, one of many emotions I had to learn. We lived in a world where everything was potent and possible. It made us live a life where we were drowning in decadence. I longed for something more. Our emotional structure was much less complicated than yours. You were quite an inspiration.
Thank you. So, you brought humans to Avalon. That started a war.
Yes, I am fully aware that my will to bring Arthur to the shores of Avalon brought war and ruin upon my own kin. What would you have me say? There are no proper words for this. I will simply fall silent. Draw your own conclusions.
Alright, I want to know why you look like that. You're all bleeding, like, all over the place. Very gross. Like, get a first aid kit, okay? Alright, back. We met at the corrupted temple of the All-Mother.
Yes, although that was a horribly distorted part of me, living as if it were another life. Now I feel more whole. The emptiness is sharper. The sorrow far more profound.
Alright, I'm kind of intrigued by all of this. There's a lot to this game. I met Kai, Arthur's sister, and a prophet.
Ah, yes. Bound to Arthur through kinship. They were close enough that some of my despair reached her as well. A different kind, however. She was able to find and gaze into it. I pity her. The fate that befell her is truly dreadful.
Alright, the Weaver, why did you use him?
One aspect of the potential of the weirdness is that it can serve as a tool. For that, I needed a craftsman.
Oh, you used me for him, I think.
Someone who could sense even the thinnest threads of that potential as part of a greater whole. Every Four-Dweller could manipulate the weirdness to some degree. But not all did so with the finesse of the Weaver. He could harness that potential for something far, far greater, like weaving a new life, for example.
Okay, well, what about your skills?
My skills lay elsewhere. Among them was the ability to peer beyond the horizon of our civilization, to see a different world, a world without the weirdness, a world filled with meaning and purpose, constructed through intricate connections. A single living organism, yet full of individuality at the same time. I feel that sometimes you do not realize just how extraordinary your land truly was.
Probably true. We all take things for granted. Alright, well that's everything I want to know.
Are you sure? If you have anything to ask, ask now. This may be our last meeting before the end of things.
Nope, I am sure. I want to go.
So, it is done. I am glad my heart could host you. I hope you will succeed in reaching the goal you pursue. You leave this place with another shard. Use the memory of my son wisely. One more thing. That perfect obedience will no longer be your burden. It was never my will, but rather a flawed interpretation by humans, consumed with the madness of the dying. Farewell.
Alright, farewell. That was interesting. Why did that guy just fall dead? That's weird. It's okay though. Alright, so now we need to move on to the third hidden area, and then we will start working on the tombs. Alright, so we are in Forlorn Swords, as you see here. Right off of the capital waypoint. In front of us is a waterfall. I think we need to go down it. So we need to be down here, so let's go. Alright. And this hidden spot is going to be right here, behind the waterfall. Okay. Right here. Let's proceed. The Weaver's Sanctum. Alright, I guess we're going to meet the Weaver again. We can get that spindle that we need. I need to make sure that there's nothing to read here. I don't think there is. Not yet, anyway. So we're going to run down. We're going to find him. Where is he at? Hopefully he's not so glum. He was pretty dang glum the last time, okay? Alright. Okay.
The center cannot hold, little prince. The fall, it is already here. Step further and see for yourself.
Okay. Whoa. Oh, I think we might have like a little bit of a boss fight right here, if I remember right. It's pretty obvious, too. He's standing right in front of me. That's a good clue.
And so you have arrived.
Oh.
I look at you and I feel what you humans call resentment and bitterness.
Hey, buddy, I did nothing to you. You're blaming me for your own issues. What happened?
Lies and lost purpose. That is what happened. The Pale Lady managed to create places full of accumulated weirdness. I thought that those were gifts from her, for all those centuries we spent together. A vote of thanks for creating you. But no. After our second meeting, I grasped from the very beginning I was used. All my attempts to weave a new Foredweller, how utterly meaningless it all was.
Shit happens. You gotta move on. Where are we?
A place that was once my workshop. I spent decades here unraveling the secrets of threads of the weirdness. Eventually, I learned enough about the structure of pure potential to weave life itself. Before that, my kin emerged from the depths of Tuathan, born out of the chaos. We couldn't control that. You, my prince, were my greatest pride. The most beautiful creation I ever wove.
Thank you. Thanks, Daddy. Do you bear a grudge toward me?
Yes.
He does.
It consumes me entirely. I feel like I want you to die. I regret creating you. I regret that you lived and still live. I regret that your death, Prince, was not final. Regret. 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 So much regret.
Too much regret. Yeah, I'm not responsible for your fate, buddy.
If you had never come to be, or if the Pale Lady had not desired to have you, none of this would have come to pass. She looked at the humans and wished to be like them. She wanted to be a mother. You too. Everything that has happened over the last 6 centuries, it is all because of you. It has to end.
Alright, well, you know what? I didn't choose any of this either. Or, we could say, accept it as is. The world is ruled by forces far greater than us. Or you had the tools to change something. And you did nothing. Okay. Well, what could get the best results? Let's just say I didn't choose this either, because that is very true.
Your body, your soul, both were bent to carry more than one life. And you chose to keep living. You took it all upon yourself, accepted the burden and claimed the responsibility. Those who carry within yourself have had too great an influence on this world, and you'll be held accountable alongside them. This ends here and now. I'm deeply sorry it has come to this.
I don't feel like he is sorry. I really don't. Wait, he's a cool looking guy though. Hold on a minute. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I kind of want to get a look at him. Alright, come on, back up, back up. Screenshot. Okay, now we're gonna kill him. He's gone. Too easy. What is going on here? Oh, we have more Weaver, apparently. Holy crap. Dude, oh jeez, you got a big sword. Okay. Ouch. Okay, yeah, we got a lot of stuff. This is the most important thing, though. Oh, great. I'm also, over my limit, so I can't run now. But we're gonna take this. What is that? Hold on a minute. Let's take a look in our bag really quick. Yeah, we got some nice armor. Okay, here's the life spindle. This is what we really need. But I need to make a fire and transfer a lot of this stuff to my stash. Beforehand, let's see, what am I wearing? Oh, geez, even with that, I still, I'm still out of room. Alright, we are back at Act 1, ready for the first tomb. I traveled to the East Gate travel point. You'll see right there. We are going down here. So we're gonna have to follow the road for a little while. It's kind of a journey, I think. Okay, so where exactly is this? It's very close to here, I know that. Oh, who's this guy? Q? I can't even say that. Other than Cinnamon Sage.
Greetings, kind. Sir? Madam? Right, so, would you perchance be interested in browsing my wares? Only the finest Avalon can offer, and the finest I can offer, that is.
It's Madame, even though I'm not. Let's do that. That's funny.
Right, of course, thank you. I swear I will get better at this. It's just that where I'm from, people tend to be less constant with their appearance. But I guess practice makes perfect, right?
I think it do. Where are you from?
Oh,
Curious.
I come from a village in the north. It's deep in the woods as well, so we don't have a lot of contact with other people. That's right, very small, very isolated, very peculiar.
Wow, I like his outfit. Yeah, you're not very good at this, are you?
I'm really not, am I? Oh, I've only been doing this for a short time. A century or so, maybe. I don't have all that many regulars either. Most people either curse at me or run away. I don't understand it. I'm not trying to eat them or even kidnap them. And then there are those who accuse me of trying to trick them. Excuse me. I'm just trying to sell them some trinkets or pretty flowers. Where's the trickery in that?
Okay. I think you're cool. A century? What are you?
I'm glad you asked. My name is O'Cunnin Cinnamon Sage, and I'm a travelling merchant. I specialise in the various odds and ends I find on my travels. Feel free to take a look at my wares. I'm sure you'll be able to find something interesting.
Okay, well look, but that doesn't explain how you've been around for centuries.
I'd just be grateful if you didn't try to sell me any weapons, or nails, or buckets with iron handles. It's not that I have anything against things made of iron. I simply don't condone violence, that's it.
Okay, I mean, that's cool, man. That's cool. Alright, so he's got some stuff. Well, that's good, I guess, if you want to be a thief and sneak around. There's some crafting stuff. Okay, well, if you guys are interested, you'll find him.
Another satisfied customer.
Oh, yeah.
That makes...
Okay. This has to be, like, right around here. Let me see. Okay. Oh, my God. Okay, here it is. That took me a long time to find, even though it's literally right here. Right by this guy. Alright, well, let's put the sword in. Swear to God, I was running around for like 10 minutes. Swimming underwater and everything. Insane. Alright, we're entering the tomb of Sir Lancelot. Okay, and again, we have to look out for anything we can read, especially in these tombs. We're looking for the tablets. So, let's go. Alright. Oh, there's a ghost. A squire. Okay. The squire is dead. There's that one. Alright, we can't even loot from them. They just disappear. Lame. Okay, just trying not to miss anything. Alright, here we go. Now, I think Arthur will have something to say about the tombs. I'm pretty sure. So we can remember that. Oh, I hate that noise. It only happens when my weapons are out. Alright, lots of squires, okay? Oh my God. Alright, I'm gonna summon some of my peeps here in a second, okay? Alright, let's start summoning. They can help me out. Alright. There we go, and I think I have... well, I can summon one more. Okay, who do I want to summon? Alright, I'll summon this one. There we go. Alright. Go this way, because why not? Oh. Oh, these things aren't going to try to hurt us. I thought they were going to attack us. Okay, that's good. Alright, we'll just run through. Make sure we're not missing anything. Okay. There we go. Alright, oh, well there's the, is that the knight? It might be. Here lies Lancelot, the pious, who gave himself to the All-Mother, aiding her priestesses in their work amongst the common folk. Glory to his name, honor to his memory. Here lies Lancelot the Fair, beloved by the court. His presence within the halls made them all the brighter. Glory to his name, honor to his memory. Okay. Here lies Lancelot the Pale, who spent his youth among the Pictish tribes and brought the glimpses of their mysterious ways. Brought us, excuse me. Glory to his name, honor to his memory. Here lies Lancelot the Mad, driven into madness by the foulest curse. He found peace at last by the hands of his brothers. May his soul know torment no longer. Okay, well, let's... There's more things underneath. Let's go talk to him. Hello, Lancelot.
My hands were made to serve the king, not rot in idleness. This emptiness, I cannot bear it. I threw myself into nothing, and nothing is what I became. Nothing without my king. Nothing without my blade.
Sir Lancelot?
No, no, no. Don't speak that name. It's a traitor's name, hateful and vile. Let it be cursed. Let it be forgotten.
Don't be such a negative Nancy. You know, Arthur, maybe you should talk to him.
Arthur? No. No, please. He cannot see me like this. He mustn't be made to look at me. My blade. My erendite. It remained behind. In the abyss. Deep in the weirdness. I cannot face my king without it. My sword belongs to him, as do I. But without it, I am nothing. I cannot kneel before him and offer him nothing.
Okay, he seems very loyal. What happened to you?
I died a traitor's death, trampled and torn apart. Fitting. So very fitting. I thought that would be enough. But I failed him in life. How could one measly death be my absolution? I couldn't. I can't. I clawed my way out of the abyss, but came back empty-handed.
Okay, well, we're leaving. I think we probably need to find his sword. Or something. That's my guess. Oh yeah, we're not done yet. Okay. Alright, we're not interacting with that, obviously. I'm just making sure. You never know. Ooh. This is kind of a cool looking place. Kind of dark and desolate, kind of scary. Pretty neat though. I love this game. Like, I can't get enough of it. Alright, Eldritch Reaver. That's a Weaver, it says Reaver. Alright, that one's dead. I haven't seen any tablets to read, so... Alright, we're gonna activate this bridge. Obviously, we're helping poor Lancelot out here. Oh, there we go. There's his blade, I believe. So he will be much happier now, and he will be able to speak to his king. Alright. What's up, bud?
My name should have died with me. Why does it still linger?
Is that what you were looking for?
Erendite. Oh. How I long to hold it again.
You can hold it again.
Just the weight of it in my hand makes me feel almost whole again.
Good.
Like I might be worthy. Like maybe not everything was lost.
You, sir, are worthy. Let's see. Would you like to talk to Arthur now?
No.
Oh, he doesn't want
I
to.
know. I feel that he's with you. But there's nothing I could say to him. I won't beg forgiveness for my betrayal. I don't even know what I feel more. His mercy or his scorn. Please, as his closest confidant, take my blade. And I beg you, let me serve you and Arthur on your journey. Let me prove my devotion, my remorse, not with words, but with deeds. Let me earn his trust again. This is all I ask.
And we allow that. We can summon him after the fact. He can be one of our little helpers. Whoa, we're gonna take all his armor. Hell yeah. Okay. Very nice. I thought there was a hole here. It's like sealed up now. And I'm assuming we read all these. Oh, they're gone now. Okay, there's nothing to read. Alright, so hopefully we're good. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything, right? I'm just real careful because I've done this once before and I missed something and I had to like retrace all my steps to find it, and it was just like one tablet I didn't read, so it was very annoying. Obviously we can't go under there anymore. Alright, well we're probably good to go on this one. I guess we'll just head back. Okay. Looks like the door is right here. You can go talk to Arthur. See what he has to say. Horn to the south, okay. Alright, let's make our fire real quick and talk to Arthur, and then we'll be on to the next tomb. Very fun. Oh.
I wished for someone to find Sir Lancelot's tomb and calm his tormented soul. His suffering had left cracks in the very fabric of Avalon. He didn't deserve such a fate. And there are others, similarly restless, who need their king to soothe their grief.
Okay, so after you appropriately unearth each tomb, you will be approached by someone from this guild. You'll see. Okay, you again. Maybe I'll finally learn who you are. You again? Have I seen her before?
My name is Fianola. I am here on behalf of the Royal Geographers. I was sent to do, well, quite a lot of work, actually. And as useful as it would be, the wordness never blessed me with an extra set of hands. Say, traveler, how would you feel about joining the oldest, most prestigious guild in Avalon?
Alright, well, depends on what I would need to do to join.
Oh, but you've already done the most important thing. You found what was lost and opened a new path.
Indeed.
What better way to prove yourself as a true geographer in the making?
Okay, well, about your guild. It was so prestigious. How come I've never heard of it?
Yet you use our maps, don't you? Our work is vital, but often unseen. For centuries we've roamed this island, charting its every corner and noting the dangers that unsuspecting travelers might face. You should be more appreciative, you know.
Oh, I am very appreciative. After so many centuries, is there anything left to explore on Avalon?
Avalon's nature is ever-shifting, ever-changing. The wordness transforms not only living beings, but the land itself. Some places become unreachable, while others that appear are new to us. And there are those that have been forgotten, waiting to be rediscovered and brought into the light.
Alright, well, the guild accepted a Pict amongst its ranks.
Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
My kin are familiar with the wordness in a way others can't be. With the fog thickening, we can reach places that have become inaccessible to most.
Yeah, that seems a little racist on our behalf. Wow. What do the royal geographers have to do with the Knights of the Round Table?
Everything. Our most important mission is preservation of Avalon and the pillars it was built on. We were sworn to protect the tombs of the first knights, but they were lost to us. There were rumors that the tombs were sealed, and only King Arthur could open them. Turns out, the rumor was true after all.
Okay, well, tell me about the other tombs.
I appreciate your eagerness, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. The other tombs are scattered across Avalon, hidden and sealed, waiting for the one who can call the knights back. Let your soul guide you. Find them, and I will find you.
Okay, well, Sir Lancelot Shade has joined us. Is that something you wanted as well?
What is King Arthur without his faithful knights? Merely half a legend, if not less. They thrive by his side, and he thrives by theirs. And Avalon's foundations only grow stronger because of it. Sir Lancelot carries centuries of grief, and only serving his king once more can ease it.
Seems fair.
You've lit the way for some. Now light it for the rest.
Okay, well, let's go on to the next location. Okay, we are back in Act 2 at the Weird Tower travel point. We're going right here, right where that marker is. So let's do that. Hopefully it's easy to find. I think this one is really easy to find. I actually think it's down below. I don't want to go down below if it's not. That's the only thing. Let's see. Oh, I'm like right on it, so it must be right below us. Okay. It is. It's right here. And yeah, you have to have the shield for this one. Again, right there. Just in case you missed it. Okay. Let's go in. The tomb of Sir Gawain. I hope I said that right. I don't say any names right. I miss pronunciation all the time. Very cool like that. Oh, we got a quest. The heart was greener than mine. I found a strange crypt. If I keep moving forward, I might stumble upon something interesting. Okay. Wow, let's stumble upon, shall we? Okay. We are going. Wow, which direction do I want to go? Wait. Oh, that's a cliff, so we're going this way. Okay, that makes it easy. I don't really have to choose. Okay, digestive tincture. It'll help our tummy ache. Very nice. Like the medieval version of Pepto-Bismol, okay. And that looks like a giant foreskin. I don't like those at all. They bother me greatly. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna move on it. Alright, here's somebody we gotta get rid of. Easy enough. I think I just blew really loudly into the mic accidentally. If I did, my bad. Alright. Gonna get this guy. Okay, what are we looking for here? Something interesting. What's that? It could be anything. Alright. Keep on moving, I guess. What are those orange things down there? It's a little weird. Looks like they're not hostile. They're just, having a nice time flying around. Okay. Oh, hello, I did not even see you. Jeez Louise.
I remember dying. I was at peace, I think. If only for a moment.
Was that one of my summons? What is happening?
Where did you go? He was just here. I know he was.
Okay, pretty sure that's one of my summons. I actually think I already have this guy summoned because I have all these abilities from like a previous playthrough. Because I'm on like the New Game Plus, which is like playing it over, but keeping all your stuff. Okay, we'll talk to him.
A visitor. It has been a while since we've had one, hasn't it, my dear Gawain? Will I need to carry the bones of my only companion to his resting place today? Or could it be that this is the day when our souls are finally laid to rest?
How can your souls be laid to rest?
Challenge me, wanderer. End my lonely vigil. And after I fall, take up my axe. Give my dear Gawain one last duel, and one final death. If you are the one the Lady Morgaine truly meant to punish, then at last we may find our rest. Now, will you fight?
Well, I mean, since you want me to. I don't know why everything has to go to violence.
So be it. May the one who falls find peace.
I was fading. I was happy fading.
There we go. Gawain is awakened. I have to face him in combat. That happened too quick. I didn't even know what was happening. Jeez. Alright.
Where's the man who stayed? Where's the one who watched over me?
Alright, well, we completed that quest. Oh, and we got the key to his chest. Nice. Where is his chest? Must be up this way. Okay. Yeah, it's right here. Oh, there's a little one. Oh, I thought there was a big one too, but no, that's actually his tomb, I believe. Okay. Yep, summon Sir Gawain and summon Sir... Oh gosh, Bertolac? I don't know. That's probably wrong. Alright, I don't know if there's anything we need to read here. I hope not, because I didn't see anything. Let me go back and look one more time in this area. Maybe we don't have to read something in, like, every tomb. Because this one actually had a quest. Okay, I don't see anything we missed, so we're gonna go this way. We'll just, head out, and then if the geographer comes out, I will know. But I did it right. She should come out. I think she comes out for every tomb. I think I'll save talking to Arthur for the end. So we'll just talk to him about all of this once we're done. There she is.
Oh, Sir Gawain, the knight who gave his life for the honor of his king. He didn't deserve to be forgotten. At least now, he has a purpose once more.
Alright, when will I meet the other members of the Royal Geographers?
I've been dreading that question. I won't lie.
Is she the only member?
You've already met them all, I'm afraid. I'm the last remaining member of the guild, and have been for the past 100 years. Well, until now. You can see why I was so excited for you to join.
Fair enough, and I am a pretty cool person. What's with all these people being like 300 years old?
A long life is a gift the wordness grants to many, but to me, it's been even more generous than most. Maybe I'll live only as long as I'm needed, or maybe longer. Whatever the wordness wills, I'll accept it, like I always have.
Well, I will say you don't look a day over 102. Okay. You speak of the weirdness like it's a sentient being. Well, maybe it is.
It's a bit more complicated than that. The wordness is our fears, our desires, and the mark we leave on this world. It can be whatever we wish it to be, and we can become whatever it chooses to make of us. We are part of the wordness, and it is part of us. It shapes us, yes, but we can shape it in return. Not as well as the Foredwellers once could, but perhaps all we need is time.
So some of these people pronounce it weirdness. Some of them pronounce it wordness. I don't know what the right pronunciation is, but... so the guild doesn't exist anymore. Not really. But you speak of it like it does.
I was brought into the guild by Eleanor Dunn, a royal geographer who found the one dearest to her soul among my tribe. She lived among us for many years, but when her beloved became one with the wordness, Eleanor was allowed to prepare her body for the last rites, yet never truly as one of us. My people accepted their bond, but never her. So she left.
I
followed her, as a good daughter should, even if not by blood. I met a few more members as I traveled with her, but over time, they grew fewer and fewer, until only I was left. But as long as one of us is still alive, so is the guild, and I won't let my second family be forgotten.
Okay, well, what if Sir Gawain just wanted peace?
We all want peace, but it rarely comes easily. The knights swore to protect Avalon, and now they have the chance to fulfill that oath. Sir Gawain will find his peace, as will you, and his majesty. But it will take effort from all of us. A strong king means a strong Avalon, and for that, he needs his knights.
Fair enough, that does make sense. How exactly would that strengthen Avalon? Well, it would help King Arthur, come on.
The wordness is like a web. Without strong threads to hold it together, it tears apart, and chaos follows. Every soul wandering Avalon is one of those threads, but the ones who shaped it, their threads are the strongest. King Arthur and his knights once brought peace to Avalon. Their very presence helps to calm the turmoil, even now.
Alright, there's another knight in Gawain's tomb. He was green.
Sir Bertilac, from Gawain's executioner to his protector. There's no need to worry about him. His soul walks Avalon freely now, shining bright. All of Morgaine's darkness has lifted. I'm sure he and Sir Gawain will cross paths again, this time without the shadow of a curse between them.
Okay, I guess we're gonna...
The road is long.
Head out here in a second to the next tomb. Okay, I'm like not entirely sure of the exact location, but I think it's like right around there. So I took the Forlorn Gate travel point. This is still in Act 2. So there's 2 in Act 2. And I think it's kind of around the corner, I hope. At least from what I remember, we might have to like run around this hill or something. It's not like right here, is it? No. No, see, I put a marker where I think it's about. Whoa, there's a giant deer. Hello, friends. Okay. We'll keep going. Yeah, it's gonna be in this area, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, easy peasy, okay. Alright, let's see if it was close to where my marker was. Well, pretty close. Okay, the tomb of Sir somebody. Dagonet or something? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, like always. But yeah, you need the shield for this one too. Gonna open up, okay. I don't remember what this one is like. Yeah. We're about to find out. Come on. Okay. Oh, I remember this one. There's lots of booby traps everywhere. Oh, Lord. Okay, you gotta be careful if you don't have a lot of health in the armor. Oh, what's in this? We got some coin, some mana. All right. Nothing real important. Now, if I remember right, there is something in this one that you do have to read. And I think it's the one, oh god, that I accidentally skipped the first time. Okay. Oh, that person's, dead. Oh, god. Okay, that kind of hurt. I'm on fire. Alright, so, let's see, which way are we going? Oh, and I remember there's some walls you can walk through, see? Look what I'm saying. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. Alright, I don't think there's anything important in here. But we did walk through that wall. I just hit my glasses on the mic. Okay. See, I'm not missing anything, am I? No. Oh, I was like stuck on the rock. Oh, Lord, okay. We're right back to where we were. Okay. So I think we're gonna go this way. Oh, God. Oh. This one's kind of scurry. A little scared. Alright, we can't walk through that wall. I don't know where we're going. Okay. Alright, let me look at where we're at. Let's go down this way. Oh, God. What the hell? Oh! There's hands coming out of the paintings. There's a little, oh. Okay, I think we are going the right direction. Alright. Oh, God. I'm scared. Oh, jeez. Okay. Keep going. Can't go through the wall? Okay. Just checking. Oh, we're gonna drop down. Ouch. Hopefully that's the right spot. Okay, we'll keep going. Oh, jeez. Okay. I feel like we're close. Oh yeah, here's another wall we can walk through. Oh, that's a real enemy. I wasn't sure. I thought it was a statue at first. Okay, here we go. Alright, and this is the thing that I accidentally skipped the first time. Right here, there is a tablet you gotta read. Right here. If you're reading this, it means you've returned, Arthur. And if you're here, it means you plan to give us the same fate that was given to you. Drag us into yet another war for Avalon. We've had no chance of winning. So best of luck to you in safe travels. I, Dagonet, hereby declare that I've fulfilled my oath and wandered off in an undisclosed direction, so you can't rouse me from eternal sleep. Let this be my final prank upon you, once and future king. Not that you ever had much of a sense of humor. Oh well, you'll have to live with this one. P.S. You can take the armor. I left it here for you. The bones, leave those. I have no idea whose those are anyway. Okay. Well, we did get a little bit of a little insight on this guy in the Abyss of Segramar, or whatever. I believe there's a statue of him. And we read a little bit about him. I said he looked just like Kirith, the guy that we saved from the corrupt temple, which is weird. Okay. Taking all your armor. What about the bones? Can I take the bones? Okay, I want to take the bones anyway, but I guess I can't. Alright, now we need to get out of here. I don't know what the best way that is. There's a passageway this way. Maybe this will lead us out. Nope. Okay. Alright. We're going the right way. Well, oh, I did not make that. It's not funny. Why are you laughing? Jerk face. Okay, we'll kill you. Now who's laughing? Alright, just let me out of here. I just want out. Oh, gosh. Okay. Hey guys, I ran all around the place and I realized, like, right here, right in front of the tomb, there's an exit. I'm very special. There we go. Alright, we're out of here. Let's go to the next one. Well, first we'll talk to the geographer real quick. Then we'll go to the next one. I'll have everything... I can't talk. I will have everything marked as chapters in the description of this video, so... if you're already watching this, you'll see that.
Did the trickster play us for fools?
You talk about the first nights like you knew them.
No. I may be old, but not that old. But I was once involved with a man who did. He knew the first nights personally. He used to tell me stories about them. Some funny, some sad. I think he missed them more than he cared to admit. But not the king. When it came to Arthur, he had nothing but contempt. And sometimes that contempt bled into everything else.
Okay, wait. You were with Caradoc?
Oh, so you've met him.
I have.
Of course you have. I should have guessed. You brought back his majesty, and he is the center of Caradoc's very existence. Ugh, he's such a miserable sod. I'm sure he knows I'm around, but I'd kill for him to just come and say hello.
Well, I've already killed him like twice, but he keeps coming back. I gather things didn't end happily.
He's a bitter man, and that bitterness darkened every bit of joy I tried to share with him. We were brought together by a special kind of loneliness. But while I see my life as an opportunity, he sees his as a curse. And he may not be wrong. Our circumstances are very different. Still, I wish I could have made him happy, even if only for a little while. I couldn't, and it was hurting us both too much to keep trying.
Alright, Knight Dagonet left a note. Seems he wasn't too eager to serve Arthur again.
Well, you've seen it for yourself. He wasn't your average knight.
No.
He was always praised for his cunning and his devotion, both to his fellow knights and to the realm. But he was also a clever man, always thinking ahead. I suppose one lifetime of battles is enough for some. If he wishes to be left in peace, who are we to deny him?
Oh, he can stay in peace. I'm fine with that.
The road is long, but the next tomb awaits.
Okay. I believe there's only 2 more, so let's continue. So we're in Forlorn Swords again. Right here at the, what waypoint is this? The Voker Village. So I do think I remember where this one is. We're just gonna run up this way. Let's see. It's in a very odd area. I think it's around here. We're gonna go up this hill. I hope I'm right. Yep, see that little question mark? I think it's, where'd that go? I think it's gonna be down here. Oh gosh. Okay. Don't try this at home. Alright, there we are. We need the crown for this one. So, yeah. Tomb of a Knight. That's all it says. Fun stuff. Alright, skeleton fun. Oh, you're so dead. Tragic. Oh, who that? Let's find out. Governon, I think?
It is you. I wasn't expecting such a grandiose visit, my king. And I see that you were brought here by some lad. That's kind of you, stranger. But you'll have to pardon the mess. These halls ain't fit to welcome a king, nor the one who bears him within.
Oh, it's fine. I don't care. But who are you?
Ah, right. Sometimes I forget that not everything's as clear as it once was. Truth be told, I tend to lose sight of a few important things myself. But to the point, my name is Gavonin. I'm a craftsman, a blacksmith, and the keeper of this place. The pleasure is mine, kind lad. And your grace, of course.
Wow, he seems nice, calling me a kind lad. What is this place?
This, kind lad, is the tomb of the knight who never came. There was once a grim legend that claimed this tomb was built out of fear. Fear of an ancient curse Morgana cast upon Arthur. She foretold that all the great knights who were denied the king's favor and honors would rise at the end of days as an army of the dead. They would march on Camelot, seize the capital, shatter the Round Table to dust, defile the royal relics, and from the ruins, forge a kingdom of their own. But those are just stories from the old days.
Poor guy never came, not even once. How do you know they carried the king? Yeah, what the hell?
This tomb opens only for two kinds of brave souls.
Okay.
Knights who were never granted a seat at the Round Table, and the king himself. I've been sitting here long enough to know what kind of knight visits the tomb. And your visit is unlike any other.
Fair enough. Can you leave this place?
No. I would cease to be. I'm bound here by an oath I made to his grace. The one who now dwells within you, but is perfectly fine. It is my home, and so it shall remain for all time.
Okay, you mentioned that you're a craftsman, blacksmith, and a keeper of this place. What does that mean?
Anyone who finds their way here usually comes seeking eternal rest. And rest like that calls for a proper gravestone. I carve each one with my own chisel. They also bring battle-scarred equipment. My hammer mends what needs mending, so it will serve them well in the land of the dead. And the dead? Well, they need a keeper. Someone to watch over them when unrest stirs. Believe me, those who chase glory in life don't always lie in peace.
Do you need any help with your work?
Really kind of you, lad, but no. Or, well, maybe there is something. You see, I once made a habit of carving gravestones in advance, so that any knight arriving here could choose the one beneath which they'd rest for eternity. Unfortunately, I've misplaced my chisel. It slipped and fell all the way into the depths. Clang, clang, clang. If you could find it, I would be most grateful.
Okay, and what about those who do not rest in peace?
If we do not speak of them, then we won't stir their slumber. The dead prefer silence. Best not to call their names.
I hope you guys can't hear that. I think I have pretty good noise reduction, but I had to turn on the AC. I am, like, hot. So you're saying that nobody has visited the tomb in all these years?
Aye. Few in nights these days, and even less knighthood to speak of. No wonder there's so few of them come. Such are the times we live in.
Such are the
Hope
times.
you find something worth your time.
Alright, we'll look at this stuff really quick. Weaponized chill. Cool. Regenerate as mana. Weaponized burning. Nice. Maybe I'll buy one of those. Movement speed multiplier. Okay, bone mask. Living ice. Okay, these are just crafting items. But we got a new quest. Let's see, where did that go? Master's Chisel. Governon asked me to find his chisel somewhere in the lower levels of the tomb. Okay, let's do that. Wait, I think I didn't make it, Oh, I did. I did make it active. Okay, well, we'll go find it. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Wait, what's this? Some more. Okay, whatever. I'll take it. Okay, time to go to the lower levels. We'll go this way. Oh, okay. Well, we can go down here. And there's something over there. Okay. You know what? I'll take it. Even though I never use a bow. An arrow. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, that was scary. Okay. I'm terrified. X. Okay, I'm gonna restore my health. Okay, well, we kinda need to be down here anyway, so that's fine. God, should I? Okay. Oh, an origin potion. Well, those come in handy. So you can, like, reset your stats. Okay. Damn, we're just pummeling him. Whoa, there's this chisel. Okay. I did not expect that for some reason. Okay. Oh, I already have one of these, so now I have two. Okay, well, we got this chisel, so we can go back up. Where does this go? Oh. But do I want to go up right this moment? What if there's something down here I need? We'll look real quick before we go back up. Gambit scale. Oh, increases your dash invincibility window. Is there anything down here? Oh, wait, there is something down here. Here, wait, where is it? Oh, come on. Okay, well, I got whatever it is. Alright, we're gonna go back up now. We're gonna get out of here. I don't think there's anything we need to read here. We're just bringing him his chisel back. Okay. Perfect. Alright, we got your chisel. Where are you? Buddy boy. Ooh. I don't know if that's the way we were supposed to go, but it worked. Whoa, who are you?
You kept us waiting. Your tombs gathered quite a lot of cobwebs and spiders. Best tidy up a little before you settle in for eternity.
You were waiting for me? What?
Of course. Of all the forgotten knights who never came, you stand closest to the king. When you finally join us, you'll tell us what it was like to hear his voice To share so many battles by his side, I won't deny my envy. But in death, you'll be our equal. And then we'll speak as comrades.
Okay, well, you assume that I will fail and die, or I'm not planning on dying anytime soon. Yeah, we'll do that.
I've met many who said the same, loudly and proudly, like it meant something.
It does,
Their
though.
bones now line forgotten crypts, still clutching that same bold promise. Sooner or later, you'll find yourself on my side of existence. So yeah, no bold promises, unless they carry some potential to be fulfilled.
You don't know me, brother. Yeah, what are you doing here?
I've been resting in a tomb for the past 3 centuries, so not much, really. I've been resting in a tomb for the past 3 centuries, so not much, really. Unless, of course, you're pointing out that
Did you just say that twice?
grave. In which case, fair enough. But what can I say? I do enjoy the occasional posthumous strolls.
Okay, well, you have a sense of humor. I like that. How did you die?
I came to this tomb of my own accord, as did
That's
many
weird.
of us. I knew our time was drawing to a close. The gates opened, and so I entered. I had a few words with Govanon and then headed to the crypt prepared for me. With my own gravestone on my back, I treated it as my penance.
Alright, you mentioned penance for what?
Sometimes, when men want something badly enough, they're capable of truly awful things. I killed 5 knights. Each one stood higher than me in the race for a seat at the round table. 4 I cut down during a tournament. The last I drowned in a river. He was drunk as a skunk. Didn't even comprehend what was happening. Quite the burden to repent for, wouldn't you say?
What do you think about Govanon?
Fine, lad. If someone's to watch over my corpse, I'm glad it's him. I imagine long ago he had more to do. It's been a while since anyone new passed through.
Sir Vast, the king and I want your service. Will you join us?
I see. You pity the wretch who never reached his dreams.
Always.
How noble of you. Truly. But I propose something fairer. Let's test it. Your cause, my worth. If I lose with dignity, I am all yours. If you still consider me a good candidate for service, but if you fall, then you'll lie in the tomb that's been waiting for you since before you drew your first breath. So, what do you say?
Absolutely.
Splendid. Let's begin. Here is my oath. I shall be ready to fight at your side whenever you should call upon me. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, now we can summon you. I've already had him too. I mean, I already have that ability because, like I said, I've already done this in the previous playthrough. So, okay, let's head back. He was right around the beginning though, right? Yeah. He's in here, okay. Perfect.
Your grace and the companion of the king. What do you need?
Well, I found your chisel.
You did? I was starting to fear that one day I'd have to descend to the lower levels myself. I try not to go that deep. Makes me drowsy. Sometimes I feel like lying down in one of the empty tombs myself. Ha! Thank you. It is a great honor to receive aid from the king and his companion. Here, take this. I hope you both will find it useful.
Oh, okay. We got some stuff. I met the ghost of Sir Vast. He said that one empty grave is for me. Oh, creepy. Yeah, he did say that.
Sir Vast still lingers then. I'm not surprised. Some knights wear death like a cloak, and even the grave forgets to close behind them. As for the empty grave, every soul that walks this tomb finds their name carved somewhere. It doesn't mean the end is near, only that the place remembers who you are, even if you forget. When the body finally rests in the grave, the epitaph completes itself.
Okay.
Farewell, companion of the king.
Thank you.
May your shadow stay your own.
Okay. Now we're gonna go to the final tomb. Let's do it. Oh wait, I always forget that lady's gonna pop up again. Of course.
It must be hard to be denied what you believed was your destiny. To spend your life chasing the unattainable, only to die unfulfilled. It's no wonder they can't find peace.
Yeah, I don't know why her volume is so quiet all of a sudden. There was a grave ready for me in the tomb of the knight who never came.
There is a grave ready for all of us somewhere. Though, maybe not all of us get to see it before it's our time. Did it frighten you? Such a stark reminder of your mortality.
No, I'm just not sure if I want to rest there with the others.
Why? Not your kind of company? Don't worry. I doubt anything could make you. You'll rest where you choose, or where you fall. Some souls are meant to wander longer, to carry the stories forward, rather than be buried with them. Whatever you decide, I'm sure Avalon will remember.
I am sure.
The road is long, but the next tomb awaits.
Okay, we are at the last one. Right here. You know, kind of around the Volker village, a little bit down and in between these two hills. There's a travel point literally right here, tomb of Sir Galahad. So let's go do that one. Last one. Then we can get our special ending. Very fun. Okay. It's a lot of work. I'm cool with it though. I like work. Even if it's a game. Okay. We're good. Okay. Yeah, this one looks very familiar. I do remember this one. Here's a tomb, or something. Nothing on it, and there's a skelly coming to kick our ass, or try to. Die trying. Okay. Alright, wait, what did that say? Oh, bronze torque. I thought it said tongue. Hi. Alright. Alright, yeah, this one's a little bit more complex than the other ones. Well, not the one with all the booby traps. That one was pretty cool. There's lots of that one. Alright, I'm gonna kick your ass. Kick your ass and I won't even take your name. Tragic. Alright. Yeah, you guys are no match to me, okay? What are you holding? It looks like a shovel. I mean, I think it's not, but... whatever. Okay. It doesn't look like we can interact with that at all. We'll look at these real quick and make sure. Nope, doesn't look like we can interact with any of this in here. Okay. Okay. Are we going this way? I hope so. Okay, let's see. Oh! Was that him? Oh, we just killed him. Like nothing. Oh no. Were we supposed to? Oh. We got some stuff there. Alright, that's weird. We didn't, like, even interact with him? That's kind of odd. Wow, there is a lot of, enemies after us. Oh, okay, we got a cloak. I guess we're gonna go down. Wow, they just keep coming. Give it up, buddy. Wait, oh, he's back. I thought we killed him. I'm so confused. I don't know what's happening. Okay, he's dead again. Is there more than one? Oh great, I can't walk again. Okay. Too much stuff. Oh jeez. Another one of you. Alright, doesn't look like we can interact with any of this stuff. I don't even know where I'm going. Holy crap. Okay. Oh, okay. This looks like we're in the right spot. Can we go through this? Oh, we can.
Here. I can't believe this. After everything I did for you, you won't even let me rest in peace.
He's pissed. Your king is calling. Honor the oath you swore long ago.
I swore to protect him until the day I died. And I did.
He's dead now.
I don't feel obligated to serve him anymore. I earned my rest.
Okay, well, you speak, that means you live. The oath still stands. Or you're awake anyway. You might as well speak with us. Yeah, let's do that. We'll be
It's
kind.
not my fault the weirdness woke me. And I know exactly who to blame. The one who kept coming back, growing stronger, and ruining our peace.
Let me speak to him, young one.
Ooh.
Galahad, my friend. We come to you in our hour of need.
It wasn't enough to tamper with immortality on your own. You had to drag us into it too. Do you know, it was only after I died that I understood what you'd done. Becoming a Four-Dweller, Arthur. Really?
I've always valued your counsel, Galahad. But we were losing the war, and you were no longer at my side. I had no choice but to try becoming as powerful as they were.
Nonsense. There's always a choice, and you have made the worst one. How could you fraternize with the enemy? Go against everything we fought for? You're right. I wasn't there. If I had been, I'd have beaten you to death with my bare fists before letting you follow the advice of that old charlatan.
It was my choice, not Merlin's.
Keep telling yourself that. I know the truth. I always knew the old man was a manipulator, and you had too much on your shoulders to see what he was really doing.
I respect your opinion, Galahad. I only regret that we meet under these circumstances.
As do I. So, what now? You're taking my remains for a little trip, and I'm supposed to serve you again? Not that you're giving me a choice. If you take me from this place, my essence will be bound to your will. I never really had a choice, did I? The war, your transformation, it would have happened with or without me.
Probably, yes. But now, at least we can see it through to the end.
Do what you want. It's not like I have a choice. This'll be the last time you hear me fully aware.
Then, is there anything you want to say to me, Galahad?
Just one thing. May the weirdness take you, traitor.
Damn, he is angry. Holy moly. Alright, I mean, you kind of made me do it. Didn't exactly have a lot of choice. Now I can't run again, that's good. Oh my lord, look at all the stuff there is. Oh my god, okay, we're almost there. Alright, well, let's talk to the lady one more time. And then we'll talk to Arthur. You can skip that part if you want. You can skip all these parts. These parts. Like I said, there's going to be chapters in the description.
And so, it is done. Now everything rests in your hands. Their souls, and the fate of Avalon.
What do you mean?
There is. But before I explain, understand this. I haven't lied to you. What we've done has helped. Those tormented souls and Avalon itself. But it's not the whole story. Arthur and his knights still need to be released into the Wordness. I can make that happen. Not yet. But it's a choice you'll have to face when the time comes.
Right. Yep, and you're gonna see that in a minute. What happens if I choose not to?
Nothing. Avalon will go on, as it always has. But ask yourself, is that the right path? Should people live in fear of the Wordness, generation after generation? Should they carry on, haunted by an incomprehensible threat? Or should they be allowed to embrace it, to become part of it, without fear?
Alright, so you want everyone to be like the Picts?
No. I want them to be more. My people may be close to the Wordness, but even we aren't immune to its more violent moods. What I want is for the people of Avalon to embrace the Wordness, and for it to embrace them in return.
How would that work?
Arthur and his knights are the pillars of humanity in Avalon, and His Majesty's soul is unique, part human, part Four-Dweller. It's the best combination we could hope for, if we want to survive here. Releasing their souls into the Wordness would leave a permanent mark of humanity on this land. The Wordness wouldn't see us as intruders anymore, but as part of itself. Arthur and his knights worked tirelessly to make Avalon ours. This is their chance to finish what they started.
Okay, well, I will say, I'll think about it.
Thank you. That's all I ask. And before you go, there's one last thing I'd like to do. I hereby welcome you as a full member of the Royal Geographers. May you carry the legacy of Iryu the Fast Rider and Eleanor Dunn. May your paths be clear, your burdens light, and may Avalon remember your name. Farewell, traveler. I hope our paths cross again.
Well, thank you. Okay, well now we need to talk to Arthur. We can do that really quick. He's probably gonna have a lot to say after all this. But yeah, you could just skip to the end and see what happens once we choose to do essentially what she just said. Let's talk. All right, about the tomb of Lancelot.
Oh, Lancelot. It was painful to watch what became of him.
How was he before?
Confident, steadfast, eloquent. Nothing like the tormented soul you've seen. He was admired by the people and by his fellow knights. He had quite the following, though he never seemed to care for it. Only later did I realize how wrong I had been. He was also much sought after. Left a trail of broken hearts wherever he went. But there was only one he ever held in his heart. And that was Avalon.
That's a lot of words for saying he was a player. But yeah, did Lancelot truly betray you?
I always believed Lancelot to be honest to a fault. He never hesitated to speak his mind. And I valued that in him as much as his loyalty. I trusted him completely. And I thought his faith in me, in my vision for Avalon, was just as strong. But it wasn't. I don't know when or how that trust was lost. And to this day, it still pains me. But know this, even in betrayal, Lancelot never sought to serve himself. He was a good man. Yet even the best of men can falter and lose their way.
True. Will you forgive him?
I forgave him long ago. What saddens me is that he still cannot forgive himself. But I understand why. The rebellion he led hurt not only me, it wounded all of Avalon. And Lancelot always hated senseless bloodshed. To be the cause of so much suffering, perhaps fighting by our side will finally bring him peace.
About the tomb of Galahad?
Galahad. I should have known he wouldn't be too happy about being brought back, but I hoped he'd died in peace, and would return in peace. I was wrong.
You two didn't get along, even when he was alive?
War isn't a time when you can afford likes and dislikes. Galahad was a great warrior. He made decisions no other commander dared to. But would he have been a good leader in times of peace? I doubt it. That's why news of his death in battle came as a relief to me. Men like him, once they gain momentum, are nearly impossible to stop. In that regard, he and Galahad the Pure were quite alike.
How did the first Galahad die?
He led a dangerous expedition, one of the most important of the Age of Conquest. Had it succeeded, the war might have ended much sooner, but it didn't. And so the fighting went on. After the war, I had his remains recovered and this tomb built. Over time, he came to be seen as a noble martyr. But who he really was, well, you've seen that for yourself. I regret the fate he met. Let's make sure his sacrifice wasn't in vain.
Alright, well, about Gawain?
I'd rather not speak of him, but I suppose I owe him that much. Morgaine and I, we shared only half our blood, yet both inherited the worst of our father's traits. Pride, arrogance, stubbornness. I was angry at her for humiliating me yet again, and angry at Gawain for falling so easily into her trap. He was never the perfect knight, nor did he try to be. But he was brave and bold, and he didn't deserve to become a pawn in our quarrel. I should have taken more of an interest in his fate, but there was always something more pressing, until I ran out of time. Although, if you think about it, we did end up sharing similar fates.
True. Who was Dagonet, however the hell you say that, in your time?
A truly fascinating man. He started out as a court jester, but it quickly became clear he was quite skilled with a blade as well. At first, I suspected he might be a spy for an enemy kingdom, But after he saved my life one day, my perspective changed. Of course, he still could have been a spy, but I decided to keep him close and watch him carefully, just in case. In time, though, he proved to be a loyal companion. He earned my trust, and without hesitation, I knighted him.
A jester that became a knight. Interesting. What do you think of his message?
Well, it didn't surprise me much. That was Dagonet through and through. He always spoke his mind, caring little for what others might think. Even when it was my judgment he questioned. Only he and Palamedes ever dared to speak their minds openly in my presence, without fear of giving offense. Dagonet was decidedly less diplomatic than Palamedes, but it was precisely that honesty I valued in them both. Besides, from the start, he had a rare gift for foreseeing how things would unfold. I dare say, he even managed to make me laugh one last time.
Well, that's good. What do you think about Sir Vast?
Meeting him made me reflect on one thing. How many great knights were swallowed by their ambition to sit at the round table. Somewhere along the way, things must have gone terribly wrong. If men could kill one another for something that was meant to be an honor, I pity the lost knights of this world. I'm glad this one will have a chance to fight at his king's side and serve me, as he always wished to.
Alright, well, we finished talking to him, so we're gonna hop to the very end real quick, so I can show you how to get that special ending, and then we are done. Alright, so this is it. This is why we did all of what we just did. So, you see this at the very end of the game when you've completed basically everything, and this is your final decision. So we're gonna touch this.
You carried a dying king across the bones of a dying world. Now you stand before what started it all. An idea. I am the reason there must be an ending. I do not guide. I do not judge. I exist so that something can be chosen. I do not offer meaning. I require that one be made. You have brought all things to their conclusion. Now, decide what must remain. Choose, and let the shape of the world follow.
Alright, our big decision. I guess we gotta ask some questions first. So, what if I choose Orin's path?
You will vanish into the story you chose to restore.
And if I chose Caradoc's path?
You will break the frame, and what follows will not remember you.
Alright, what if I take the King's soul for myself?
You will be seen. You will be followed. You will be blamed.
Absolutely. And what if I give the King's soul to someone else?
You will shape the world to become its witness.
Alright, these are all the normal options. This is leading to the special one. What if I use the life spindle that the Weaver gave me?
He shall find his way home. The tear between the worlds shall close.
Okay, this is the best ending pretty much for everyone, I think. So yeah, I want to use the life spindle.
Then the prince will ascend and return to his mother. The heart shall cease its bleeding. Through his ascension, the weirdness will be tamed.
No, I won't let this happen.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. He's really mad about this for some reason. He's pissed. Alright, we're gonna have to destroy him real quick. Oh yeah, you can't hurt me, buddy. Okay, you're weak compared to me, alright? You're nothing. Damn, finally, I wanted to kill him for a long time.
You uncovered the truth buried in the weirdness and used it to return Arthur to where he truly belonged, ending the cycle and securing Avalon's future. The Four-Dweller Mother's heart, no longer bleeding, sealed the wound in the world, and with it, ended the Red Death that had stolen so many lives. And so, the legend of King Arthur began to fade. In its place grew a stronger Avalon, where the weirdness was no longer feared, but understood.
Alright folks, so that is the ending. The rest of it is determined by the choices you made throughout the game. But yeah, so that was a long journey. It was a lot longer than I remembered. There's quite a bit to it. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. And I'll be back soon with more gameplay videos and probably some other stuff too. Peace.